Finland is a country we've had the privilege of traveling to twice in the past year. To say it is one of our new favorite countries to visit would be an understatement. From our time exploring Helsinki to our outdoor adventures, Finland is a country we gladly return to any time of the year. In our Finland travel guide, we present to you our entire collection of travel videos from Finland in this mammoth compilation. You can watch the entire video, coming in at nearly 2 hours long, or skip to a section of interest indicated by time links in the description box below. From sampling Finnish cuisine including Salmiakki, reindeer, Fazer chocolate, and Karelian pie, we showcase Finnish food as much as our time spent traveling around the country, kayaking, biking, horseback riding, and hiking. We hope this video gives you a solid overview of the things you can do in Finland, as well as all of the tasty Finnish cuisine we're sampling. This is Finland.
Welcome to Helsinki. This week we are in the Finnish capital and we are going to be showing you some of the top attractions you should check out in the summertime.
With its long days and short nights, summertime is a great time to be in Helsinki. This was our second visit to the Finnish capital and we were excited as ever to experience it for a couple of days. With summer in full swing, we enjoyed dinners al fresco, boat trips to nearby islands, and lots of walking around town. Here's a look at how we spent our time in Helsinki. One of our favorite things about being in Helsinki were all the street performances taking place. Esplanade Park hosted several concerts which were free to the public.
So right now we're going to be visiting one of the most famous landmarks in all of Helsinki. This is Helsinki Cathedral, and what's really cool about this church is that it's very different from other churches you find across Europe. Most European churches are very elaborate, they have a lot of paintings inside. However, once we go inside this church, you're going to see that it's very simple, very white, very clean, and it just looks like a blank canvas. Helsinki Cathedral overlooks Senate Square, so after you visit the church, you can sit down on the steps and watch people go by.
Very exciting moment for me here in Helsinki. I'm an enormous Salmiakki fan, which is black salty licorice. It's extremely salty, and this particular kiosk here is famous because it sells over 91 different varieties of Salmiakki products.
Okay, so what did you order from the kiosk?
I got my favorite kind of Salmiakki product, Salmiakki ice cream. It's like the best of both worlds. It's very salty, it has a very strong licorice taste, and it's of course ice cream. Who doesn't like ice cream? And the coolest part here is that it's actually shaped like a Salmiakki candy. It has that exact shape. So good.
So what we're about to show you is called Dinner in the Sky, and you're going to see some people sitting up on a table, just hanging from a crane. Look for yourself. Market Square is a great place to pick up fresh vegetables and berries, and you can also try a number of traditional Finnish dishes ranging from grilled salmon to reindeer meatballs. We frequented the market almost daily, and at €10 a meal, we thought it was a budget-friendly option for travelers. So it's now time for lunch, and we've stopped off at Market Square, one of my favorite places to grab a really tasty and cheap meal. Today we are having grilled salmon with potatoes and vegetables, and yeah, let's go enjoy this before it gets too cold. Alright, hungry boy, ready for the first bite?
It's time for some salmon. I never get tired of eating salmon. If I lived here, I'd probably be eating this daily.
So now that we're finished eating, we're going to show you the more crafty side of Market Square. This is a great place to pick up some traditional Finnish products and souvenirs to take back home. Helsinki has a thriving design district, and I really enjoyed visiting various shops which showcase the best of Scandinavian design. My favorite, of course, was Marimekko, which is renowned for its bold patterns and bright colors. So right now I'm in the Marimekko store, which is one of the most famous design stores in all of Finland.
Finland has a unique tradition where people come and wash their carpets on floating docks by the sea. The carpets are then left to dry overnight without fear of anyone stealing them. After washing your carpets, it's a great area where you can just go and grab a drink and relax.
Next, we are visiting the Kamppi Chapel of Silence. This chapel is located in one of the busiest areas of Helsinki, and it's supposed to be a place where anyone can drop by and just enjoy a moment of silence. No services are held in this church, but they do have clergy and social workers on hand if anyone needs to speak with them. So Sam, do you think one day you'll be able to grow an impressive beard like Santa's?
Never. It looks like peachy fuzz that I glued onto my face. Helsinki has a number of unique landmarks and attractions, one of them being this church carved out of a rock. And what's really cool about it is that this church has amazing acoustics, so it's actually a very popular concert hall. The roof consists of a copper dome surrounded by a skylight, which allows natural light to stream into the building.
During one of our afternoons in Helsinki, we hopped aboard the Helsinki sightseeing cruise. The trip was an hour and a half in length, and we got to see the various islands that make up the city's archipelago. It was a beautiful sunny day with blue skies, and we saw a lot of sailboats out on the water. Day to be outdoors today, and we are all geared up to go on a bike ride. We are going to be taking a tour of Helsinki.
Going so far.
Oh, I'm getting a workout here. Really silly with your ball cap and a helmet on top.
Come on, I'm starting a new fashion trend over here. This is what's considered cool these days.
Oh really?
No, definitely not. But what is cool is that just getting outside of Helsinki a few kilometers and you're out right in the woods. This is amazing.
Let's do 360. So we just finished our 4-hour-long bike ride around Helsinki, and next up we are going kayaking. Right now it's 9 p.m. Still bright out, and I think we're supposed to be back at midnight, so let's go. So normally I like to do a single kayak because I don't really trust Sam on the water, but I've been taught into this double kayak for newlywed couples.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Except I'm the only one paddling because you're sitting back there filming.
Yep, that's about right.
Oh, the berries.
Few beers in the back of the double kayak.
Yeah, I'll just have the beers, sit back, and let her do all the work. Right, Audrey?
Oh, hush. Paddle. Paddle faster. Okay. No, don't make it wobble.
I'm gonna tip it over. Wobble, 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 wobble.
Sam, that is not Sam. Okay, stop it.
It is 11:30 now, and we are paddling back home in the dark with nothing but the moon and our lights to guide us. This is a city that comes alive during the summer months, and it was great enjoying all the events taking place in the city as well as relaxing outdoors. We loved revisiting Helsinki, and we discovered so many new places that we had completely skipped over the first time around.
Have you been to Helsinki? Let us know about your experiences in the comments below.
For more travel and food videos, hit subscribe. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We are back in Finland almost 1 year to the date that we left, and this is awesome. This is one of my favorite countries in all of Europe. And most people, when they arrive somewhere, they go and freshen up. They might splash a little water on their face, maybe go to the washroom after a long 9-hour flight. But no, what's the first thing I do? I get my Salmiakki candy. I've been craving this for over a year, and I'm already ate half the bag, and I'm having even more now. So good.
So what we're about to show you is called Dinner in the Sky, and you're gonna see some people sitting up on a table, just hanging from a crane. Look for yourself.
So the Port area Market Square appears to be even bigger and busier than last year. It's just bustling with activity, and there's a Ferris wheel right over there. A wee bit hot and tired, are we?
Oh my gosh, so sweaty and tired. I need a shower and a bed.
And you know what? This is easily the hottest day we've ever experienced in Finland. It's over 30. We stayed here last year.
We did. Oh.
Let's check out the room.
Come on in. So this room here used to be a jail cell, which explains why the windows are so high up so the prisoners couldn't escape. And also, they have really thick curtains here in Finland, and that's because during the summer, the sun just stays up a really long time and you wouldn't be able to sleep otherwise.
So we're back in Finland on an 8-day adventure, and we plan on shooting a daily vlog. Basically what we want to do is just show you exactly what we're doing, what it's like to be in Finland in the summer, both in the city and outside in the countryside doing more adventure types of activities.
Arrived at Lonna Island. This used to be a former military island, and it has just opened to the public this summer, so we're gonna check it out.
It was a really cool meal. We had grilled fish and potatoes, and that's just like the quintessential Finnish summer meal.
So it's our first full day in Finland and it's finally breakfast time. We actually woke up at like 2:30 in the morning because we were jet lagged. And then the sun slowly started coming up at like 4:30 in the morning. So we've been waiting for this a long time.
Someone's hungry.
Yes. So that was a really filling breakfast. I think we're both just stuffed. So we're gonna go on a very small walk around the jail hotel and show you the sights.
They have a really cool little garden where it appears they're growing their own vegetables.
Day to be outdoors today, and we are all geared up to go on a bike ride. We are going to be taking a tour of Helsinki.
Going so far.
Oh, I'm getting a workout here. Really silly with your ball cap and a helmet on top.
Come on, I'm starting a new fashion trend over here. This is what's considered cool these days.
Oh, really?
No, definitely not. But what is cool is that just getting outside of Helsinki a few kilometers and you're out right in the woods. This is amazing.
Let's do a 360. So we just finished our 4-hour-long bike ride around Helsinki, and next up we are going kayaking. Right now it's 9 p.m. Still bright out, and I think we're supposed to be back at midnight, so let's go. Normally, I like to do a single kayak because I don't really trust Sam on the water, but I've been taught into this double kayak for newlywed couples.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
Except I'm the only one paddling because you're sitting back there filming.
Yep, that's about right.
Oh, the berries.
A few beers in the back of the double kayak.
Yeah, I'll just have the beers, sit back, and let her do all the work. Right, Audrey?
Oh, hush you. Paddle! Paddle faster! Okay. No, don't make it wobble.
I'm gonna tip it over. Wobble, 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 wobble.
Sam, that is not Sam. Okay, stop it.
It is 11:30 now, and we are paddling back home in the dark with nothing but the moon and our lights to guide us.
So it's day 3 in Finland, and today we are going for a walk in the woods. We're here at Nuuksio National Park. On today's outing, we learned about every man's right in Finland. This is a traditional Finnish concept that allows people to camp out freely, to pick berries and mushrooms in the wild, to fish with a rod and line, and to walk, cycle, or ski anywhere on the land. To sum it up, every man's right means that everyone is free to enjoy the land.
Right now I'm in a little woodshed, and what's really cool is that the Finnish government provides wood for all the national parks, so you can go out and make a fire here.
Except you don't have any firewood.
After hiking for a while, we cooked some sausages and enjoyed some sandwiches by the lake. It was a great way to spend a summer afternoon in Finland. And we're kayaking again today. It's 8 o'clock right now. It's calm, it's peaceful outside. It's still very light, and we have the golden rays of the sun shining down on the water.
Today is day 4 of our Finnish adventure, and we are going to be going horseback riding. So now let's go meet our Icelandic horses. What makes Icelandic horses different is that they have very gentle characters. Also, while they may be smaller in stature, they are actually very strong horses.
Taking our first stop of the morning, we're visiting a local flea market.
So in here it's a mix of antiques, dishware, and clothes. So that was a lot of fun. My horse Fari turned out to be a really hungry boy. He just kept stopping for grass and flowers along the way. But we got to see the countryside and I really enjoyed it.
A cool fact that we've learned while in Finland is that there's 13,000 trees for every Finn. That's a lot of trees. Finland's archipelago is made up of thousands of little islands, so one of the best ways to get around is by boat. Our guide took us out to visit a former military island, which is now home to little summer cottages. We had a cute German pointer join us, keeping us entertained.
We are now on an island called Bulaks, and this used to be a former military island. Now we have a special guide with us, and he's going to take us inside an old cannon. So let's go climb in. Along the way, we got to see sailboat races and nesting ospreys.
You know, Becky, you
Okay, Sam, what are you having today?
Salmiakki! Salmiakki! Okay, I'm gonna down it. One shot!
Yay!
Oh, that's awesome!
What does it taste like, Sam?
It tastes like salmiakki.
It is Salmiakki.
Yeah, salmiakki.
Let's try a little bit first, see if I like it. This is shot number 3.
This is shot number 3. It is going down in one blast. Watch this.
Salmiakki.
Oh, it's so yummy.
Oh,
Is there a 4th one that someone can give
that
Sam?
is amazing. That's so good.
Is it?
Are you serious?
Is it better than the
Fourth
sweet?
shot. Why not? Why not?
Sam, is it better than the sweet?
My liver just flipped.
Oh, yuck.
Another bottle for.
Okay, let's wait for half an hour. Yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum. I gotta go to the washroom. Day 5 in Finland, and this morning we're taking a speedboat from Kasnäs to Hanko. Ready for some adventure, guys? Yes! Finland's archipelago region, which is part of the Baltic Sea, is home to thousands of small islands. The rib boat was a fun way to experience the natural scenery of this area, plus it got us to the port town of Hanko in record time.
Just arrived here in Hanko and we've picked up our Sun Fun bikes and we're gonna go on a little tour of the city. Hanko is a small town that sits on the shores of the Baltic Sea, and it also happens to be the southernmost point in all of Finland. This is a popular summer destination where Finns rent villas by the sea. Everything about the town felt laid back and relaxed.
Our afternoon in Hanko was spent doing a little bit of hiking and plenty of biking past ponds, through forests, and along the beach.
Just made some new friends.
Bah! Bah! Just hanging out with my new friends here, the sheep. We're visiting in a farm, and I guess what we're going to be doing here is selecting some ingredients, some vegetables and different things, and we're going to be cooking our own meal tonight.
Ooh, yes. So neither of us realized this is actually an electric fence and we both just got zapped. That's an electric fence. So we just finished our bike ride where we got to visit a few local farms, and now we are going to be cooking a meal with all of those local ingredients. So let's go to the kitchen.
Time. Enjoy the potatoes.
Don't eat all my whipped cream. I said one bite because you want to be in the video.
One more. One more.
So mean. Alright, so this is day 6 in Finland, and this morning we are going to try stand-up paddleboarding. Apparently this is a sport that has been around since the 60s, but it's only become really popular in the last 3 years. I've never done this before, so I hope my balance is really good.
And if there's one person that's most likely to fall in, it's definitely me.
I would agree. Fingers crossed. Our guide attempted teaching us to paddle both the Hawaiian and the Tahitian way, but most of us were concerned about not falling into the chilly waters of the Baltic Sea. Hey, Mr. Wobble Wobble, are you ready?
I bet I'm going to be the only one who actually falls in. Yep.
Like a cat on the water.
Worse than a cat on the water.
Okay, Sam's going to attempt standing up. Let's see how this goes.
Our first time stand-up paddleboarding turned out to be a lot of fun, and we were lucky to have calm waters to practice. Audrey was a natural. I, on the other hand, had a little trouble dismounting.
Part of it. Oh my God. That's one way to get off.
That was not the best way.
When in Finland, you absolutely have to experience a sauna. Apparently there are 5 million Finns and 3 million saunas, so we're gonna go in and try one. I absolutely love the sauna. When I lived in Korea, I used to go almost weekly, so this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, let's go in. Finnish sauna is typically enjoyed naked with friends and family, but we kept it PG-13 for you guys. You're welcome. So we're here in Finland today and we're going to be trying salmiakki. Now for those of you who are not very familiar with this, it is a salty black licorice. We actually got to try it last year when we visited and I hated it, but Sam loved it. So I think our reactions are going to be a bit predictable. Now today we have 6 different kinds of salmiakki, so let's get started.
So the special ingredient of salmiakki is ammonium chloride, and that's what gives it its salty and very overpowering taste. Oh boy, this is a real treat. This is the salmiakki ice cream, and we decided, well, we better eat this first before it actually melts. So let's open it up. And it is from Fazer, the Fazer brand, which is a really popular brand in Finland, especially for chocolate, but it's also really popular for salmiakki as well. Okay, that's hilarious.
Cool.
And what's funny about this is that it's basically shaped like a salmiakki candy would be. So it's got the, yeah, it looks quite authentic here. So let's have the first bite. That is the best salmiakki I've ever had. Like in ice cream form, it's a lot sweeter and oh, it's still got all that overpowering salmiakki taste. I just love this. I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
So I guess now it's my turn. I'm kind of hoping the middle is vanilla flavored.
Yummy, yummy.
No. It's not as bad as the candies I've had before, but it still has a really strong salmiakki taste. And I mean, the ice cream is actually a bit salty, which I don't think should be the case with ice cream. So I'm giving it the thumbs down, unfortunately.
That one didn't last very long. Next up, we've got Fazer Super Salmiakki, and this is of the candy variety. So let's open this one up. And already I can tell I've tried other salmiakki candies, but this one feels a lot harder, so I have a feeling it's going to be a bit different. It's not going to be as chewy. So let's give this a shot. Okay, so you can definitely taste the salmiakki here. It's very strong. So as I expected, it's a hard candy and it's not very chewy. I think this would be the great type of salmiakki product you take with you, maybe like when you're driving in a car or something. You can just pop one in your mouth and it'll last quite a while. Just let it sit and roll around on your tongue.
I guess it's my turn to give it a go. Oh, the excitement. How much longer do I have to taste it?
Put the whole thing in your mouth.
It's like really salty, saltier than the ice cream. It tastes like horrible medicine, like there's nothing redeeming about it. Yeah.
So I'm actually not entirely sure what this salmiakki product is. These look like maybe more like kind of sugary type of rolls. So this should be interesting to try these. I've never had them. Kind of neat. They've got like a brown filling. Okay, yeah. Well, these are chewy and really sweet, and these are more like your type of traditional candy, I guess. Like you really taste the sugar along with the salmiakki, which is strong, but it's not nearly as strong as the harder candy.
So I'm still recovering from the last one, but since these are super sweet and covered in sugar, I figured I'd give it a go. A little nibble. I'm not sure what the middle part is. It's brown. Coffee maybe? No, that's it. No. Oh! No. Have it.
Okay, so as not to torture Audrey, she can be exempt from these next two things that I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna make her try the chocolate. Next up, we've got salmiakki in a box, and we're gonna try a different brand here. I believe it's called Halva. Yeah, let's try that. Oh, whoops, one just fell out. Okay, ooh, okay. So I can tell right now, these are really hard salmiakki type things.
Let's have a look at them.
Can you see them there? See, that's what the ice cream cone was shaped like. Just like this. So I'm gonna put them both in. Okay, those are really hard and small. They're similar to the ones I got from the Fazer bag, from the first one that I tried. But yeah, they're really strong, and again, they kind of just slowly dissolve in your mouth. You can just kind of chew on them or just let them roll around on your tongue. And they're long lasting, so and I think the best thing about them is they come in this little package here. So you could just like walk around with them in your pant pocket and be like, hey, I feel like some salmiakki. Just whip it out, have a bite. All right, and next up we've got the mixed bag of salmiakki, and this is also from Fazer. And as you can see from the back of the package, there's all the different shapes and sizes. So let's open that up. There we go. You know what, I'm just gonna dump a whole bunch of these out here so you can kind of see what they look like. And I'm gonna start trying almost one of each. So this is a different one, this one's different. Okay, so I've got 4 in my mouth right now. And yeah, they really are different. Some of them are a little bit larger and more chewy. And then the other ones are hard, kind of similar to the ones that you can get, like the pocket-sized ones. They're hard and you kind of have to suck on them longer. But yeah, this is for salmiakki lovers. This has got it all. You got all shapes and sizes here. And last but certainly not least, we've got salmiakki in chocolate form. And much like the ice cream, I have very high expectations for this. I hope it's gonna be sweet and chocolatey and just overall delicious. Let's open this. Yeah, from the outside, as you can see, it looks sort of just like your normal milk chocolate bar. But let's break it off here and see if we can see if it's any different. Okay, still looks normal to me. Oh, so good. Like, just amazing. Like chocolate is stellar. Salmiakki is stellar. Putting them together is just an awesome combination. This is just as good as like chocolate and peanut butter as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I'm gonna show this part. And here you can see it's sort of like stuffed inside of the milk chocolate the same way a caramel milk chocolate might be like, or if you had come to Canada or the US and you have like the peanut butter milk chocolate, how it's just kind of in the middle. It's in a bit of a creamy form. Two thumbs up for this product.
Alright, well, I do like the Karl Fazer chocolate bars. I have been eating them every single day since I've been back. Not so sure about the salmiakki. Try a little corner.
Hey, that's not right. The salmiakki is in the middle. You have to take a bite right in the middle. Come on, last bite.
It's like eating chocolate that has been stuffed with medicine and salt. I mean, the chocolate is great and it kind of helps mask the salmiakki taste, but I'd rather have a plain chocolate bar.
Alright, to sum all of this up, I liked every single salmiakki thing I tried. However, there were things that I liked more than others. So my top two were, of course, the ice cream and the chocolate bar, because I also have a sweet tooth. And combining salmiakki with, you know, milk chocolate and ice cream, that's just amazing. Okay, next up, I do really like these ones too. These candies that are a bit more sweet than the other ones. So I rank those really highly. So amongst the more, I guess, traditional hard candies, like these ones would be great to carry with you in your pocket. Although I do prefer the ones that are a little chewier. So this is more portable. And amongst these two, I have to say I'll go with the mixed bag. So everything's awesome. If you're in Finland, you absolutely have to try this. It's a kind of polarizing type of thing. You're probably either gonna love it or hate it. And most foreigners who, especially those who haven't tried licorice before, they're probably not gonna like it. I love this stuff, so if you don't finish your bag or your chocolate bar or your ice cream, you know where to send it.
So we were hoping to do a Finnish chocolates and candy bar video while we were in Finland, but unfortunately we ran out of time. So we're now back at home in Canada and we're just sitting in my backyard, and today we are going to be taste testing all of this candy. Should be a fun afternoon.
And we've got Max the dog to join us.
Max, you want chocolates? Chocolates!
He's like, where's the steak? Where's the sausage?
So first off, we are starting with this little gym bar.
And we've never had this one before.
No, let's see what it tastes like. It's very small for a healthy snack. Oh, it's white inside. It has a very fruity flavor, but I can't really make out what kind of fruits are in here. Banana, perhaps? It's really nice. I like it.
Okay, so I'm a huge fan of licorice, and I've had a lot of salmiakki since I've been in Finland, but this is something I've never tried. This is called Lakupala, and it's tropico. Apparently there's dark chocolate, orange, berries, and possibly pineapple. So I'm having a feeling this is going to be sweet licorice. No idea. Opening it up. You can see the different colors. So here's one that's white.
Let's
Here's
guess
one
the flavor. So without looking at the bag, what do you think that one is?
I think that's pineapple. And it's really sweet. This is definitely candy kind of licorice with a lot of sugar, but I like it. Audrey hates licorice, but maybe we can finally find something that she likes. Maybe this fruit flavored licorice will win her over.
Okay, I'm purposely going to choose the red berries because I like berry flavored stuff, so maybe I'll be able to enjoy this.
Did you spit it out? And no more licorice for Audrey. That would just be cruel for me to force her to try more of it, especially the salmiakki.
Okay, so next up for me is the Tupla bar.
Also, this is a bar we've never had as well.
So I was reading up on this chocolate bar, and apparently Tupla means double because you get 2 little bars inside the package. This one looks like it got a little bit crushed. Oh. Okay. So it's milk chocolate, and nuts on the exterior. And then I think the filling might be nougat. It's kind of chewy and very sugary. Yeah, I do like this one. It's really nice.
So Audrey was kind enough to share the second one with me. So I'm gonna try this for the first time.
I wasn't kind enough to share. I think you stole it.
A guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do. You're right. This is a really chewy chocolate bar and very sweet. I do like it though. So before we became travel bloggers and started making YouTube travel and food videos, we used to teach English in South Korea, and our students were obsessed with Angry Birds. Like, they just love that game. Angry Birds originates from Finland, and they have a little candy bar here. I think it might be licorice. So
Well, show us the Angry Birds.
it's a yellow Angry Bird.
There they are.
Looks quite angry, doesn't it? Right. Let's try this Angry Bird candy. Indeed, it is licorice, and it appears to be filled with something. Okay. Yeah, it's a very sugary licorice that I'm sure kids would love, and yes, it is pineapple flavored inside. So, kids and Sam love it.
So here I have Moomin gummy bears. So if you're not too familiar with Moomins, they're actually characters from a Finnish fairy tale, and they kind of look like hippos, right?
I think it looks like a hippo.
So
Yeah.
they're just big, plump, white creatures. And while we were in Helsinki, they were celebrating the 100th anniversary of the creator of the Moomins. So Moomins were all over the city, including on gummies. So, let's see.
Are they shaped like moomins?
Yeah, let's see. This one looks like a Moomin. And there's some people in there as well. I'm not sure what the story is with these guys, but they must all be characters. I'll try this one. Maybe apple?
Is it sweet?
Yum. These are really good. I think I'll be keeping these for myself since I don't like the licorice. I won't share these.
No Finnish taste test video would be complete without testing salmiakki. This is a treat that is absolutely adored in Finland, but a lot of foreigners don't like it. It's extremely salty. It's made with ammonium chloride. It's like a black type of licorice, except it's so much saltier than any kind of licorice I've ever had. I love it. Audrey really doesn't like it, so I'm not forcing her to have any. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Now this is one kind of salmiakki you can get. These are the smaller ones. And they're kind of, they're harder candies, so you just put them in your mouth and you suck on them. I'm in my happy place right now.
So next up we have some Yankee spearmint gum. So I actually have a few Finnish Canadian friends, and whenever they come back from Finland, this is what they bring back. So I've actually had this several times before in Canada. Let's see. But I like it, so I'm happy to try it again for the video. Yankee.
Let's see what it looks like.
It's gum. Tastes like your average gum. It's not a super overpowering flavor like some of the Excel gums, but yeah, this one's nice.
So aside from salmiakki, my next favorite Finnish food is Fazer chocolate, and this is just amazing high quality chocolate. I think this one we have here, oh, it's just a plain milk chocolate one. So this is like your standard Fazer chocolate bar. And I recommend, if you're gonna eat this, get the big bar. This is just like the little tiny one. Those big massive 200 gram bars, those are the best. Just so creamy and delicious. I like that. Sure, it is sugary, but it's not too sugary. That's a big difference between European and American chocolate, is that there's a more creaminess and richness to European chocolate, whereas American chocolate is really sugary. So this stuff is way better.
So here's a unique one. While we were in the supermarket looking for different chocolate bars we could try, we came across a Fazer bar. But as you can see over here, this one is chili and crisps. So I've never had chocolate with chili before. We'll see what that actually tastes like.
Wonder
I'm
if it's
expecting to like it.
wonder if it's spicy or not.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to
I
see.
hope it's not too spicy.
Hopefully it won't spit it out. Like the licorice.
I mean, it must be a good combination for Fazer to produce this. Still not tasting the chili.
Are you biting into it? Maybe it's just very mildly flavored.
I'm waiting for it to kick in. There's something crunchy in there for sure. Okay. Actually, maybe when you swallow the chocolate, there is a slight burn in your throat. I think there's the chili. I'm gonna let you try it and see what you think.
All right, I'm gonna have 2 pieces here to try to make sure that we can find that chili inside. Yeah, you're right. It's not initially spicy. It does have that crunch though.
I think you'll feel it when you swallow the chocolate. Tell me how that feels. Give it a few seconds.
A little bit of a burn, but not much. I mean, this is very tame. This is very tame. I'm very excited about the licorice all sorts. I grew up eating these in Canada, so I wonder if they taste the same or not. Alright, and so with the all sorts, it really is just a whole bunch of different licorice candies, so I'm just going to hold them out of my hand. As you can see here.
Ooh.
So, these yellow ones tend to be sweeter. See how this tastes.
Let's try one of each in the name of research.
Yeah, that's very sweet.
What's the yellow one flavored like?
They're not actually flavored like the colors that they are. They're just kind of sweet. Alright, one more. Yeah, those are really good. I mean, they're just as good as any of the ones I've tried in Canada, and I can tell that these ones are really fresh, so I like them a lot. The best way to describe the licorice all sorts, some of them are more sugary, some of them have more of a licorice taste, some of them are more chewy, so you just gotta grab a whole bunch of them, taste them one by one, and see which one you like the most.
And I saved one of my favorites for last. This is the geisha chocolate bar, which is also produced by Fazer. So, let's try this.
I wish Carl Fazer would make his way over to Canada.
I know, we really need him over here. That's really nice. So yeah, this one is a milk chocolate and it has a creamy hazelnut filling. It's perfection. It's my favorite one, so always happy to eat a geisha bar.
So that concludes our Finnish taste test. Let us know if you've tried any Finnish chocolates, licorice, gummy bears, or salmiakki. We're curious to know. For more food and travel videos, hit subscribe.
So while we've been exploring the archipelago region for the past week, we've actually been staying in this town. It has 2 names. The Swedish name is Dalsbruk, and then the Finnish name is Taalintehdas.
Most of the residents in this small community are Swedish native speakers, and they also speak Finnish fluently. Oldest ruins in town, and they were used during the coal industry. That's our abbreviated tour of Dalsbruk. A place many come to vacation in nice cottages, to go fishing, to go sailing. It's a very scenic place. We're gonna miss it. right, tonight we've got a special Finnish treat to show you. This here is called Salmiakki, and it is black, extremely salty licorice.
So my sister Ashley has been to Finland before, and she specifically told me to stay away from this nasty candy. She says it's the worst tasting thing ever out there and that I will spit it out within seconds. So I'm not really looking forward to eating a piece of it, but Sam here was quite adamant about it.
So this salmiakki here, this black licorice, has sometimes been referred to foreigners as a kind of a fear factor food. That television show, The Fear Factor, where people, you know, are dared to eat something that seems disgusting or really strange. But what gives this the salty taste is ammonium chloride, and this is very popular in Nordic countries, especially in Finland.
That doesn't sound edible.
Alright, so here is a piece of the salmiakki, the black licorice, and I have to say that I've grown up eating licorice in Canada. It's probably quite a bit sweeter than this, and I'm a big licorice fan, so I'm hopeful that I am gonna like this, even though it's apparently exceptionally salty. So here we go. Yeah. There's an explosion of flavors going on. That's just, wow. That is very salty, but I like it. Here's another piece.
I have a bar of milk chocolate handy over here because I know I'm probably going to need to wash away the flavor of this nasty looking thing. Just taking a small bite, okay?
Yummy. Suck on that.
Oh!
Did you just spit it out? Did you spit it out?
I don't like licorice. I've never liked licorice, and that's just foul.
Okay, where's your chocolate piece now? Better? Good, because that means I get more. A few more pieces in my mouth here. I'm glad you don't like it, because that means I get to eat the whole bag.
Today we are having lunch at a place called Strandhotellet here in Dalsbruk, Finland, and we are going to be trying some local foods centered around salmon.
I'm really excited about the pizza. I've never had salmon as a topping.
For our appetizer, we ordered some smoked salmon with dill on a nice piece of rye bread. And we've also got a really tasty potato salad over here. Big bite.
The salmon keeps getting better and better. That's probably the best bite of salmon I've had since I've been in Finland.
Here is my wonderful thin crust pizza. Come have a look. Lots of tomatoes, cheese, and greens. I think a few things got lost in translation because we were under the impression that it was going to be a salmon pizza, but this looks just as good. So let's dig in.
How's that?
You're gonna like this a lot.
So what really makes this pizza delicious for me is the cheese and the olive oil drizzled on top. That's so tasty.
Okay, so up next we're trying the chocolate fondant, which has strawberries and cream. So let's see.
Try some strawberry too.
Oh, look at that. Look at the inside. Nice and gooey.
You can tell it's been just baked fresh out of the oven. So decadent and sweet.
So that was a really nice meal at a local cafe. The place was recommended to us by one of our local contacts and we really enjoyed the food. It came to 27 euros and considering we got an entree, a main dish and a dessert, we think that's a pretty fair price for Europe.
Yeah, and we ended up sharing everything.
Yeah, and we are stuffed.
Hey little thing, let me light your candle. Say mama, sure out of hell now gets around. Get around. I gotta have it. Got to have it. Baby.
So we are trying 3 different Finnish beers. We have a lager, a red ale, and I have forgotten the name of this one. Verdict?
That's nice light beer.
Okay, next red ale.
I like the flavor of this one a little more.
What does it taste like?
Well, it's just got more of a bite to it. This is a lighter beer for sure.
And the last one.
My favorite.
Really?
It's all about the flavor. Alright, your turn.
I'm gonna start off with the light one. Lager. It tastes like a light beer. I don't know much about beer. Red ale. It has a nice aroma to it. And it is a bit stronger than the other one, I agree. This, I'm not so sure I will like it just based on the color. It looks really strong.
Okay, what's your favorite of the 3?
I'm gonna go with the light girly beer. I'm surprised.
Of course.
I'm on my way.
Rudolph the reindeer today. I'm a little sad about it, but I'm in Finland, so I have to try reindeer. Reindeer, is it tasty or what?
It really is. It's a very rich taste. Much different from the meatballs we had before the other day. This definitely has a real, much stronger taste to it. Wow. If I had to compare it to something, it tastes like a really strong seasoned roast beef.
I'm gonna think of it as salami. Okay, it tastes like salami. Well, there we go.
It is similar to a salami or a roast beef kind of cold cut.
It's a little sour, right?
Yeah.
Sour and
Yeah.
salty.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
It's growing on you?
Not growing on me, but it's okay.
Go slave ship I'm a cut on field. Soul and a macadamia. Ooh, that red, white, and blue.
So Sam has been talking about the reindeer ever since we landed in Finland, so I'm glad he finally got to try it. It was a bit of a pricey appetizer, I have to admit. It was €16, a bit steep, but it was a good experience. I'd say it was worth it.
The reindeer cold cuts definitely had a distinct taste, quite sour, and it was certainly a lot better than the meatballs we had tried the other day. Well, today we're off on a journey. We're going to be visiting a new country in Europe, Estonia, Tallinn. And we're taking the MS Star from Helsinki all the way to there. It's only a 2-hour trip, so it should be a really comfortable ride.
So in this area, they have all the private cabins for people who are doing an overnight cruise.
Definitely one of the largest ferries I've ever been on. There's actually 9 different levels, as you can see from this map. Wow, the weather's really changed. Within just 10 minutes, we went from clear sunny skies to foggy, windy weather. We're not even out there on the deck anymore.
So we are now pulling into the harbor here in Tallinn, Estonia, and it is a chilly 19 degrees. It doesn't feel like summer. Okay, so we are with Kel, our Finnish Canadian friend who's showing us around. And we're going to an island called
Suomenlinna.
Does that mean anything?
It's like Finland. Linna is kind of like a castle.
So we've arrived here finally, and we honestly have no idea what we're going to be doing. There's no tourist information. We're just going to wander around.
Looks like a village. A cute village.
I think this looks like Anne of Green Gables in Finland. You know, the cute little wooden houses, right? Just witnessed a lovely Finnish wedding on an island.
And what are we doing?
Enjoying some ice cream.
perfect way to cool down after a little walk around the island. What flavors do you have?
Pistachio.
And I have raspberry sherbet.
And what's that in Finnish?
Varanas sherbet.
And I'm having the one unique to Finland, black licorice ice cream, and it is delicious. What's this called in Finnish?
That one's Licorice citruna. Lemon.
Licorice citruna?
It's lemon and black licorice.
Lemon and black licorice. Wow, this is really, really good.
I don't believe it.
Tonight for dinner, we've decided to have a simple Finnish meal, a do-it-yourself meal. We went to a Finnish grocery store and just loaded up on a whole bunch of different goodies. And we're gonna have a small little feast.
I have really been enjoying eating lots of black rye bread with salmon and dill on top. I think it's the best meal ever.
And I personally like to alternate between a hummus spread and a cream cheese spread, because those are my two favorite spreads, and salmon is my favorite fish. This is just an amazing little snack meal. I'm gonna miss this so much when I go back to Thailand. Wow.
Okay, so when we were in Helsinki last week, I tried a pear cider. And now that we were in a supermarket, I noticed the same brand, but with a pomegranate. So that's what I'm drinking right now. It's so nice and fruity. I'm really thirsty.
Just gonna get drunk. Like a skunk.
Hey.
And I've got some beer. I'm assuming it's Finnish beer. I don't really know.
What does it say?
Could be Swedish. Could be something else. But I'm guessing it's Finnish because of the nen. I've noticed a lot of Finnish words and especially last names and with that. So let's assume it is Finnish beer. That's good stuff.
This is also really good. It's like a potato salad.
And we're too lazy to get our own plate, so we're just eating right from the container. Having a do-it-yourself Finnish picnic is a great way to save money while having a delicious meal. So we're just having our meal here on the porch of the, I guess, the guest house that we're staying at here. And it's got fantastic views. Check it out.
Today we are in the little town of Kasnäs, and we are waiting to catch a ferry that is going to take us to a very remote island, which apparently is home to one of the largest lighthouses in the area. visiting Rossala, which is an island which is home to a Viking center. So we enjoyed a really hearty Viking feast. It was a thick soup with potatoes and white fish, and we also had some black rye bread with butter. And after that meal, we've just been enjoying the island. There's lots of games and activities for kids. You can try archery, you can try walking on stilts. They have a maze, rabbits that you can feed. So it's a nice place to spend the sunny day.
We've arrived at the lighthouse, and it's just on a big rock out in the sea.
So to get here, we had to take a boat. We've been traveling for about 45 minutes, and as we were approaching the island, it started to get really choppy. The waves are pretty high. So yeah, we're out here in the middle of the ocean. There is no land, it's just a pile of rocks.
I don't know what's worse, air turbulence or choppy waters. So right now we're making our way up the 252 steps that we have to climb all the way up to get to the top of this lighthouse. And apparently there's a couple ladders too.
And here in the lighthouse, they also have a very small chapel where people can get married. So this is our first official little video here in Helsinki, and we are just about to have a simple picnic lunch. We got some smoked salmon. Ooh la la, that looks tasty, doesn't it? Got ourselves a nice baguette sandwich to enjoy in the park. A lovely pasta salad with feta cheese, and some fizzy drinks to go along. So we're just going to enjoy the view and savor our dinner.
Smoked salmon is easily my favorite part of this little picnic. It's a wonderful cheap meal. We were able to get all of this food for just roughly about 10 euro. So instead of going out for dining tonight, we just decided to hit up a local grocery store, pick out some things that look good, and it's turned into a fantastic little feast here on the park bench.
Get ready, it's eating the cheese.
Hello, bird.
First impression of Finland, one of the things we've noticed the most is just how cool the temperature is. I'm loving it. I can walk outside and I'm not sweating profusely.
The city is definitely a lot quieter than where we come from. We've been living in Thailand for a few months and we're used to tuk-tuks, motorcycles, honking, swerving, and everything just... Yeah, and meanwhile you can hear sirens and motorbikes in the background.
Oh no, that's fine. And you can say...
totally disproves my point.
Huh? Notice there's a really big biking and fitness culture here. Everyone seems to be riding around on their bikes, inline skating, and in this kind of weather, who can blame them?
So this is a bit of a cool supermarket we found right here. If you are too busy to go do the groceries, all you need is your little smartphone. You scan the barcodes for milk, meatballs, ravioli, whatever, and they just deliver it to your place, just like that. Wow. Came across a bridge with love locks, and that kind of reminded me of our love lock video that we made back in Korea. So it is 8:45 p.m. right now, but as you can see, it is still daylight out, and that's because we are in the land of the midnight sun. So that's just a quick little intro into Helsinki. We're both really tired, so we're gonna go get caught up on some sleep, and we'll make some more videos this week. When we were looking for unique places to stay in Helsinki, we ended up stumbling upon an article about a prison hotel in the city. So that is where we are today. We're gonna give you a tour of the place. We are staying in jail cell number 319.
This is the oldest hotel building in Finland. It's used as a prison right up until 2002. In 2007, it was converted into a hotel.
So we are having breakfast right now in the basement. It has a bit of a dungeony feel, and I love that we get tin cups. It really adds to the whole prison feel. Almost feel like I'm a prisoner here, but with really good food. So my favorite part about breakfast are these pastries. They are called cranium pies, and apparently they are filled with potato. They're supposed to look like brains.
Tastes like brains?
Oh yeah.
And my favorite part of breakfast here is just this awesome combination of trail mix, fresh berries, and thick yogurt. Wow.
This is where the prisoners exercised, and they would have just walked around the perimeter of the prison.
Apparently the male prisoners dug a tunnel from the men's common room to the women's jail cell. They did this not to escape, but for social hour.
So this little mushroom would have been where the security guard sat when the prisoners were out walking, and he had to make sure that no one escaped. He also had a German shepherd to help him, but this was his little shelter, even in the winter when it was snowing. Sounds like torture, doesn't it? So the hotel has a little outdoor cafe. Nice little terrace. It's called the Jailbird, and here you can just sample some beers, enjoy some reindeer meat and other Finnish delicacies.
And there's also live music almost every night.
We do, yeah.
And who better to go into jail than Audrey Bergner, who is known for being a naughty girl.
What? Okay, so today we are going to go sea kayaking, and we're visiting some of the islands around the archipelago here in Kimito Island, and I'm all suited up to go out in the water.
Sure.
So I'm Benjamin. I work as sea kayak guide in the Archipelago Sea, mainly in the Archipelago Sea National Park. We have a lot of people from abroad coming here, knowing about the archipelago sea and wanting to see what it's like here. And sea kayaking is really a good way to experience the wilderness out there.
So how's the kayaking going so far?
It's going great. We're just taking a short little breeze, getting to come across some sheep. We're just grazing by the lake, by the ocean. I guess we're by the sea now.
And my legs fell asleep, so I had to get out for a while. But other than that, it's going awesome. No capsizing so far.
Yeah, very grateful.
I got the video. You're still alive?
No, I arrived. Still dry.
Oh, good.
Soaked little puppy.
I am. I managed to make it through the entire sea kayaking journey without capsizing. At the very end, I flipped the boat over when I was getting out. So this was an awesome experience. We went sea kayaking and we were just paddling through wilderness and all these small little islands. We saw different kinds of wildlife, all kinds of different birds. It was just awesome. And it was a real workout too. We did this for a few hours. I'm exhausted now, but I loved every minute of it.
Okay, so I was told that usually 1 in 10 people capsize the kayak. I survived the whole 4-hour journey. I am still dry, so I think I did pretty good. We're going to give you a little tour of a Finnish supermarket and we'll see what strange food items we can find. So smoked salmon is a very popular food over here. You eat it with rye bread.
And that's something we had almost every day.
We're also buying some salmiakki, which is black salted licorice. I detested the taste of it, but Sam really liked it, and apparently so does his dad, so this is for him.
This is a present for my dad.
For George.
So in Finland there are many different kind of alcoholic beer and beverages to choose from. They even have licorice flavored salmiakki beer. So chocolate is extremely popular in Finland, and there's no brand more famous than Fazer.
Ooh, yeah. So black rye bread is also really popular. We've been eating this daily with butter, cheese, and smoked salmon on top.
Canada represent. We've got some maple syrup. And of course the lumberjack.
Nice.
So this is day 2 in Helsinki. It is chilly as ever, and we are going to do some sightseeing, maybe visit a few churches and markets.
And if we can, we want to have reindeer meat at some point in the day.
Oh, you're eating Santa's helper?
I'm going to be taking a bite out of Rudolph.
We found a little dog park. Let's see how friendly these pups are. Okay, they're not happy. And here we are introducing Uspensky Cathedral. This is one of the best known churches in Helsinki, and it is an Eastern Orthodox church.
This particular vantage point on the rock is one of the most popular areas in the city for people to have picnics. While we were walking here yesterday, we saw about 4 or 5 different groups over here just having their own little picnic and just watching the city as things go by.
What am I? I didn't see her body.
Here in Harbour Market, it seems to be one of the bigger markets in Helsinki, and what we found to eat, we found reindeer meatballs, so we're gonna go try those right now.
Reindeer meatballs, here we go.
Could we please try the reindeer meatballs?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see, which are the meatballs? Oh, those are big meatballs.
I think those are the potatoes.
Hello. You want to have some vegetables as well?
This is salmon.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
How about garlic sauce?
Sure. Yeah, please.
Well, no, I'm not ready, but geez,
Okay,
I don't think I have
filming.
much of a choice. That seems like a big enough chunk, right?
It is, and what are you having?
Reindeer meatball.
First bite.
Is it good?
Yeah, is it good?
It tastes like a regular meatball.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have a very strong reindeer flavor. It's more garlicky from all the sauce we put over top.
And these have to be the biggest meatballs I have ever seen in my whole life.
Okay, let's see what you think of it.
Yeah, they don't have as distinctive a flavor as I thought they may, but what I really like here is this garlic sauce that's been put over top. Here at the market, market. This time we've got a salmon dish. Same price, about roughly 10 euros, and this is smothered in garlic sauce. I already know I'm gonna like it. Oh wow, that just melts in your mouth.